Hi guys, it's Skill Jim. I've had a nice delivery from the Sega Shop UK here today. A couple of the wireless chargers that recently went on sale. There was a Mega Drive version, Sega Saturn version and a Dreamcast version. Now these originally were manufactured and sold in Japan, so these are Japanese products. It seems that Sega Shop UK had imported these over to sell on their website, which is amazing because I was in fact looking at to import at least one of these a while back, and I think it was going to set me back maybe £50 to £70 just to import one of them. So luckily Sega Shop UK have actually done it themselves and brought them and sold them on the website, which is really cool. So these are £31.99 each, so still a little bit pricey I suppose, but compared to an Apple wireless charger, which is probably like 200 quid, this is amazing because these are actually made to resemble the actual consoles that Sega Saturn console there. So that's an original Japanese grey version, the actual version that Rio has in his house that you can take from under the TV and put on top of his TV in Shenmue. So that's a really cool one to own. And the Dreamcast version, that's awesome. Nice little replica Dreamcast there. Obviously they're not to scale, the miniature versions, just like a Sega Saturn Mini would look like, or perhaps a Dreamcast Mini would look like. So I'm going to take a look at these. We're going to get them out of the packaging and see if they work, see what they do, see how my iPhone charges on it. Let's go. So I'm going to start with the Sega Saturn one. As you can see, the box is made to resemble possibly the actual packaging, obviously not the back there, but actual console packaging. So that's pretty cool. Just going to get this out now. Okay guys, here is the wireless charging unit. Just before I start showing you this, if you hear any heavy rain noises or lightning, the weather is absolutely mental here at the moment. Having like proper thunderstorms, so you might hear that in the background. But here is the wireless charging unit. So as you can see, it's quite nicely detailed. All this that you see is not stickers, it's all grooved into the plastic. We've got the controller ports detailed there, the underneath the console, all the little grooves and air vents or whatever they are, grooves down the side there. Obviously it's powered by a USB-C port, so it's quite nice. The cartridge flap thing doesn't work there, but that's okay, or none of the buttons are pressing, but it's basically just designed to look like a Saturn. It comes with, this is like I just said, the USB-C cable that you use to power it, so you plug that go into any USB connection or like an adapter plug. It goes in the back of the charging unit. There's a little bit of an instruction thing here, but obviously with it being made in Japan, it's all in Japanese. But you don't have to worry about anything with it being USB cable. There's no concerns about step down converters or anything like that. It's just plug and play basically. So let's give it a go. Okay guys, so we're going to plug it in now. I've just noticed that, I don't know if it's just this table, but it feels like very suctiony, almost like a magnet really, that kind of, so it's not going to go anywhere. It's it's got real good grip with the feet there. Like I say, they're not really suctiony like suction cups, but as soon as it touches the table, you have to put a little bit of force to get it off the table, which is pretty good. So let's plug that in there. Okay, so we've got a green light then for a second, and it went blue and green again, so fuck up on the phone. Oh, I'm using my phone. Ah. Okay guys, I just had to go get my wife's phone because obviously I can't charge and record at the same time. I'm using my phone to record at the moment, so here's the phone. It's an iPhone XR, I think. So let's see what happens. So we've got a green light at the moment. Place the phone down, It's obviously charging there, it's gone green, and we've got a blue light on the actual device there. That's showing up as blue. Yeah, so it's charging, top right corner there, 24% charged. I'm not 100% sure of how fast these wireless chargers charge, but just the fact that they look like a Sega Saturn is good enough, even if it took 24 hours to charge. I wouldn't mind. Just obviously I'm going to have this probably by my computer desk, just plonk my phone down occasionally, get a bit more extra juice in my phone, or it could just sit there while I'm using my computer or playing games or whatever. It could just charge on this nice beautiful Sega Saturn. Let's have a look at the Dreamcast. Okay, so here is the Dreamcast wireless charger. Again, made to resemble the Japanese Dreamcast console box, I imagine. Show the back there. So this flap, I noticed it's actually got 4 magnets to make the flap have this sort of snappy effect. It's quite a nice display piece altogether, with the nice Dreamcast design there, and you can see the actual device through the screen here. But I'm going to take it out and we're going to test the Dreamcast wireless charger out next. Okay, so exactly the same again. All the parts, components are exactly the same. Got a instruction leaflet thing, all in Japanese. Let's take a look at the actual device. It's a little bit smaller than the Saturn. If we are to compare it to the Saturn wireless charger, you can see the size difference there. Again, I suppose that's quite true to the actual consoles themselves. The Saturn's always been a little bit bigger than the actual Dreamcast, but it's quite a nice size. Again, it's got the details of the controller plugs, some nice looking buttons, and the ridges there on the front of the console. The rear, again, USB-C port, and underneath it's even got the all of the fine little details that you'd expect to see on the bottom of a console, Dreamcast console. So let's plug this in and test it out. Okay, so we've plugged that in there, and pretty self-explanatory really. The LED light is lit up there, and oh, just noticed actually it's gone Dreamcast orange or red, Japanese red swirl there. It's a nice orange light for the Dreamcast version. It's quite a nice touch. Again, with the quite kind of sticky feet. I don't know if that's just this table again, like I say, or it's got good grippage, if that's a word, to any surface. So again, here's the phone. I'm going to place it this way so we can see what colour the LED changes if it changes. It's charging, it's gone blue. And yeah, it's just charging like you'd expect. So that is the Dreamcast wireless charger. There is a Mega Drive version as well, but like I say, my favourite consoles are Saturn and Dreamcast. So as much as I do like the Mega Drive, for 32 quid a go, I just opted to get the Saturn and the Dreamcast. I can put, probably have the Saturn that I'm going to use the most, because Saturn is my favourite console of all time. So I'm going to put that on my computer desk, so I can just put my phone on, and probably have the Dreamcast one in the house somewhere, or maybe at the side of the bed, just to charge the phone overnight. That might be a nice idea. These are available to pre-order depending on when you're watching this video. Like I say, they were originally listed and they sold out within a couple of hours, so I have noticed that back on the Sega Shop UK you can pre-order these. I'm not 100% on how many more they're going to keep adding to the supply chain there, but maybe act fast if you want one of these. And if you're watching this video in the future, I'll leave the link in the description anyway, so you can click and see if it's still active, or see if they're still selling in pre-order or in stock, whatever. Just before I go, guys, I got a couple of other things, because they were doing a bit of a Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, Mega Drive sort of theme with these. I'm assuming they've imported these across from Japan as well. So let's just move these over to one side. Oops. Wife won't be happy chucking a phone around. So Okay, I wasn't expecting these to be this big, but I picked up a few of the console cushions. So like I say, they were doing a bit of a Mega Drive, Sega Saturn and Dreamcast theme on the shop there. I assume these are also imported from Japan. There's a little tag there. But this is the Dreamcast cushion, or pillow, depending on what you'd say. Some nice details on the front and the bottom of the console. And as you'd expect, very nice cushiony feel. It's almost like a full-on seat cushion, really. Really nice. So that was the Dreamcast one, and again, I didn't bother getting any of the Mega Drive stuff. I just got the Sega Saturn and the Dreamcast. Really nice, very huge pillow, really. There's the rear again. So they were a really nice buy, actually. I think they're both about the same size. Maybe the Saturn's slightly bigger again, but awesome stuff. And the final item I picked up was a Dreamcast controller pillow. Now, the good thing about this one, which I only just found out, it's got more of like a beanbag feel to it, and that is because if you notice here where these are a little bit of a hanger, there's actually a zip here. And inside is a really cool Sega Dreamcast pattern. And if you actually go inside and pull this in a bit out, it might look a little strange to you, but if you get the beans to go out of the main controller here and into this extra little compartment, like that, you've now got a very handy travel neck pillow. Sorry, all the beans just fell back, but obviously you put that behind your neck, and I mean, you could leave half of the beans inside this cushion thing and maybe put this behind your back, so you've got your neck pillow there, put your neck through. I thought it was a really cool little feature, that. I was only expecting to get cushion, and it's got two uses really. It can be used as a little pillow, or you can use it as a travel pillow for your neck. So definitely a good buy. I would probably recommend that, particularly out of the all the cushions there. It's got a double use. And finally, not off the Sega store, but I might as well include this in here. It's obviously it's Sega's 60th anniversary. And Famitsu in Japan, this is the weekly Famitsu magazine, and Sega have got the front cover there. We've got the rear cover here with an advert for the Game Gear Micro, and they've actually got, which is amazing to see, starting on page 60, a bit of a theme going on, is the Go Sega 60th anniversary. I'll just flick through this actually. So this is got a really good history piece, and again, going with the theme, there's 60 pages of content here, detailing history of Sega. We've got consoles, arcade machines, games. There's a timeline running down the sides there. Here's some arcades, and obviously with it being Japanese magazine, obviously all the descriptions are in Japanese, but it's from the point of view of someone in Japan, so obviously a lot of the arcade machines we probably never saw over here, or you know, some of these machines in particular, we never really got this sort of stuff over here. But I just thought this is awesome. As soon as I saw this for sale, you can get this on Amazon. I'll drop a link in the description as well. I didn't even realise that you could get Famitsu Weekly from Amazon. And it's actually really good because for myself in the UK, there's no import fees if you buy through Amazon, and the shipping cost is actually quite reasonable really. So I think probably it was about £12 maybe to get this imported across, which isn't too bad in hindsight really. There's a lot of content in here, and especially as a Sega fan, 60 pages of just any Sega content is virtually the equivalent, you know, of a mini book, and this is all great stuff in here. Here's a little bit on the Game Boy Micro that's coming out soon. Some details on each of the games that are included. There's some interviews with some of the people involved in Sega Japan. So, some really nice content. This is quite neat as well. This is looks like Sega did a like a questionnaire of sorts, and these are results of questionnaire, people's favourite characters. So most people voted for Sonic by the looks of it, and it's nice to see. Just double check. Yeah, nice to see a lot of these other characters getting recognised here. Opa, Alex Kidd, Sakura, Kiryu, Ulala, Knights, Tails. What's Tails? Oh, Tails was number 10. Kira there. So yeah, filled up quite a good chunk of weekly Famitsu there. Right then guys, I think that is all for this video. Probably went on longer than I was expecting. I was just expecting like a 3-minute video probably with not a great deal of content, but once you start getting into these videos you can actually waffle on for quite a while and show off a lot of the features, and just goes on a little bit too long, to be honest. So if you've stuck around, thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed that, a few of the new pickups. So guys, thank you very much for watching, take care, and I'll see you again next time.